Hey, how's it going? Okay, so over the last couple days, I've been working on this um, plane model thing that I blueprinted it myself from watching the same, actually multiple videos over and over again, and kind of made this um, blueprint from what I've seen and I've observed, and I'll show you that now. So, it started when a friend of mine sent me a meme of Stuart Little versus Remy. Okay, so Stuart Little, it was one of my favorite movies back when I was a child, simply because it featured that plane in it. I loved planes. I loved biplanes in general. So Wacos and Grumman's and those types of things. And I have a Stearman Cadet right behind me. I still didn't put it together because I lack some paints and whatever. I want it to be perfect. So I watched multiple videos of Stuart Little. Another small adventure scene, the fight scene, the initial scene where we were introduced to the plane, etc., etc. So at the end, this is what I came up with, and it's going to be around 25 inches or 63.5 centimeters in length, and in width I think it's going to be somewhere around 74, 75 centimeters, or roughly 30 inches, something like that. I'm not really sure, but I will measure it, especially on CAD programs. They have this scaling tool where you can scale it and it becomes scaled, but proportionally scaled. Therefore, it's going to give me that length that it will. I'm not going to break the thing. I'm not going to not break the thing. I'm not going to it's going to be proportional. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, and this is how it will look like colored. Okay. So this is a side profile. I tried to learn how to do it. I tried to learn Blender, I tried to learn Fusion 360, and I think I succeeded in both of those, but however, there are still some problems that I'm encountering with, and I can't really fix it at this moment, because I need to research it. I need to kind of understand and grasp the idea and what Blender or CAD programs are trying to do when you select certain tools. This is going to be the top profile. Still, this is from my gallery. This is not the finished product. The finished product is the finished print is in my Procreate, but this is going to be the front profile. Let me turn that off. All right, this is going to be my front profile, and this is going to be the top wing, and this is going to be the top profile, how it looks from the top. Yeah, like I said, this is not the finished product. This is not the finished print. The finished print is something like this. Everything, like I said, is proportional. You don't see it, but I've actually had this thing copied to this side over as well. So everything, it just aligns with each other perfectly, from top, from side, from the front, and everything is the same size. Like you will see here, this is the joints where the wing supporters will be located at, and this is the, sorry, excuse me for that. This is where the cockpit will be. This is where the that, I don't know what that is. It's like a headrest, but it's not a headrest. I don't know what it is, but this is going to be the windshield, and I don't know if I can turn it to an RC model. I don't know the aerodynamics of it. I've actually downloaded some quite heavy aerodynamics books, but Still, I don't think you can't learn whether or not something is aerodynamic simply by looking at it and, using mathematics. You can. I'm not going to deny the fact that that can be possible, but there are certain um, simulation tools out there. For example, I think SolidWorks does that, or there are some open source flight simulation types of apps that give you that service, but they are quite expensive, and I don't want to just pay for that much money. So I'm not really sure if I can really turn it to an RC model, but I will try that as well. But first of all, after everything is finished, after the modeling is finished, I will be I will be putting everything up together and create this prototype from 3D models, 3D prints, and after that's done, I think I will do another print, and that this time it's going to have everything that that's needed in it. It's going to have a full interior, and to place the batteries, the cables, and whatever. I don't want it to be too tail heavy, too top heavy, too. It needs to be perfect, ready for flight. And on top of that, I was actually thinking of making it fully functional. That can be controlled by hand, but it's not going. It wouldn't be too faithful to the original model. If you really want to do that, I don't know if anybody does, but know that. But if you want to do that, if you want this thing to be fully functional, you need types of strings that will control every flap, and you will, let's say that it's going to be it's got to be working 360 degrees. You will pull the lever, and then the flaps will go down, give you that lift. And once you put the lever once you push the lever, then the flaps will be up, like positioned up, and then the draft, forgot the word, slipped my mind. The lift will be towards down. It's not going to be lift, obviously. It's going to be anyway. So yeah, that's a project, and I would say it's halfway done, or maybe 30% done. I don't know if it's halfway done, simply because I need to learn a ton of modeling things. I'll show you there. Where's my? It's going to be called the project Wildcat, because I think in the movie it was called Wildcat Fighter Plane. Where's my part 4? Oh, okay. I thought I forgot to save. All right. So, here is the model. Once I add the subdivision surfaces, it becomes perfectly smooth and ready to be. I can still print this, by the way. The fuselage is done. I need to add the wings, and I need to add the cowling and the propellers. I'm thinking of modeling propellers myself as well. So I need to do the supports, the wings, and then the landing gears, and then the flaps. But the fuselage is done, I think. I'm not sure. You can encounter with certain problems the more you get advanced in these types of things. So I can't really tell. But, yeah. By the way, this right here may not seem to correct, but once you lower the subdivision surfaces, it aligns perfectly. So if I decide to add more subdivision surfaces, then I will readjust it accordingly. So yeah, that's it. I don't know when I will finish. From the looks of it, I've completed everything that was necessary, so it's not a hard thing to model. It's not too complex. We don't have a cockpit. I'm not going to install any cockpit details. I'm not going to I will add some, I meant to say rivets, not pivots. The tops of the pivots. They're kind of like a small bumps, but that, I don't think that's going to be a hard thing to do. So yeah, goodbye. Here's a quick video demonstrating what I'm doing, but after researching and doing some studying, I've come to the conclusion that a CAD program would be much better for me compared to Blender. Blender is a really great sculpting or modeling tool, but when it comes to 3D printing, and that's what I'm gonna do with this model, it lacks some capabilities, and therefore it would be better for me to actually go on and learn a CAD program, which is something like something like Fusion 360 or SolidWorks. SolidWorks is not free, and thus I've decided that I will learn Fusion 360.